Nation, what is going on? Coming to you guys live from SAHARA Las Vegas, inside of Chickie's and Pete's Crab House and Sports Bar. Joined with my special guest co-host for this week, for week 5, Samoan Raider. What is up, dude?
Yo, what's up, Raider Cody? Thank you for having me again. It's a nice place up in here, man, and I can't wait to get this game started tomorrow, but right now, we're just having a good time right now, and I'm excited for this game, man.
It's the night before, man. It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday in Las Vegas. Raider Nation's coming in. They're getting amped up. We're 3-1.
Yeah.
You can look at this in a bad way if you want to. I'm looking at it in a good way. We're 3-1. Would you look at this 4 weeks in and predict, if anyone said 3-1, 4 weeks in, I'm going to say, I'll take it.
Nobody saw us being here at 3-1. I mean, we lost last week, but at the end of the day, we still tied for first place in the AFC West. And we still can go out and win tomorrow's game. So I'm excited to see what we do this weekend, man.
Yeah, shout out to Corey Sanford in the chat. Anyone on here that can play corner? If so, we're going to need you tomorrow. Absolutely. Oh, we are Raider Nation. So if you guys can play corner, if you can play cornerback in the NFL or in college level at this point, we're going to sign you up, man. You're going to be on the bench. Sean Gruden's going to get you in there. So, again, we're hanging out inside of Chickie's and Pete's Crab House and Sports Bar. This is inside of SAHARA Las Vegas. You've probably been watching us, obviously, from Kaz Bar the first couple weeks. Now we're inside the Crab House. We got 50 TVs inside this place. It's like 8,200 square foot. I mean, it's a huge sports bar with live betting right down here. You can come in and, I mean,
you got everything over here.
Do your thing, whatever you want to do. You walk up there and you want to place a big money bet on the Raiders. You do it because obviously that's what Raider Nation does. We always believe in our team, man.
Always bet on black though, for sure.
Always bet on black. Always bet on black, man. You never come here and bet on red. This show is being brought to you by Black Sunday and Woodson Whiskey. Flip the power on. Having technical difficulties a little bit, but we're going to make it through here, Raider Nation. Perfect. So, let's talk about this matchup tomorrow. Going through, we've been tracking injuries like crazy for the last 3 weeks. Richie Incognito obviously still out. Derek Carrier moved to IR. Wasn't a big loss. The two to me is, obviously there's Damon Arnett, who was rotating in as a starter, right? He was rotating in, filling in at that opposite corner position of Mullen. But now Mullen's out too.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
Probably the biggest.
Yeah, because having Damon Arnett, I don't think is a big loss because we still have a guy in Amik Robertson that I do think stepped in real well in the slot for him, when Damon Arnett wasn't on the field, I think we still have a solid cornerback in Amik Robertson to take over, and we still have Nate Hobbs out there.
Yes.
So we'll be okay. I think the biggest blow that we do have is Trayvon Mullen. But having Amik Robertson on the opposite side of Casey Hayward, we should be okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. And it's cool that it just so happens that Amik Robertson, even though that we drafted him and we had this prototypical, he's going to be a slot corner. Yeah. He's going to be the slot guy. He's going to be the next dude. We're going to groom him up. He's a late round draft pick. He played good, obviously, on the outside in college. We're going to make that adjustment and let him play slot. That didn't go over so well. We saw him on the field a few times last year. Yeah. It just didn't suit his ability. That's why they switched him back this year. And even before the injuries, he was playing back outside again. They just moved him back outside. Yeah. He might have a size disadvantage, and they tested that with, I believe was it Mike Williams out there on the field.
He still went out there. Man, he's a dog, bro.
Yeah,
he still went out there and got that pass deflection. I mean, last year I don't know whether you could blame him too much or Paul Gunther's defensive scheme, but this year he's looked much better out there with Gus Bradley. So like I said, man, I'm okay with having him out there opposite of Casey Hayward.
Yeah, man, it's legit. So again, Raider Nation, we're here live at Chickie's and Pete's inside of SAHARA Las Vegas. We're gonna be here every home game weekend for the most part, unless you hear anything different from me. We're gonna be all over SAHARA Las Vegas. So anytime you're in Las Vegas, come through, hang out with us. Even tonight, if you guys are watching this on a live stream while you're in Las Vegas, you're doing Vegas wrong.
I know.
Get down here, hang out. We're gonna be here hanging out after the show, doing our thing. Obviously enjoying me watching my Dodgers a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to any Giants fans that are in the chat. Don't leave. I'm not going to talk about the Dodgers. I'm just letting you know. I'm here to watch my Dodgers later after this. All sports, college football on Saturdays. Obviously Raiders football every Sunday.
Today, so it's all good, man.
Your team? What's your team?
Longhorns, man.
Horns down. Like that.
You know what? Let's get back to the Raiders.
Let's get back to the Raiders before we get a fight here. I want you guys, this is what we do every time. Drop in the chat, Raider Nation, where you guys are listening from. I want a city. I want a state. I want an area code. I want countries. Come on, we're worldwide. There's a lot more out here than just states. So drop in the chat. I want to hear where you guys are listening from. flipping over to the other side of the ball, we have the Bears injuries, right? We have Jesse James out, Akeem Hicks doubtful, Khalil Mack's been questionable, not hardly practicing all week, so he's a little banged up.
But I'm pretty sure he's going to play. He's going to want to play.
Yeah, he's definitely going to play.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he made comments about that, right? So,
yeah, he did.
So shout out to Raider Post. Follow Raider Post on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you do your social medias. He had shared a clip. They had brought up, what does it mean, like, playing this team? What makes it different than other teams? Oh, I don't know. You know, like, obvious answer, right? He's not going to say anything. He's going to be like, oh, well, I want to beat the crap out of them because they traded me. He's not going to say that obvious answer. He didn't go with the obvious answer. He didn't go with, oh, yeah, man, I got a chip on my shoulder. I want to stick it to him. That was the narrative 2 years ago in 2018, right? When he didn't stick it to us. I don't even think he didn't do nothing. I didn't even know he played that game, to be honest.
I mean, the guy that we drafted with his pick did something in that game.
Is that number 28, Josh Jacobs?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns? What?
3 touchdowns. I think this is a time now, especially. Real quick. I was going to get completely off track. The whole point is he came out and he said basically that almost like he missed us. Like, not the Raiders specifically, but he missed Raider Nation. He was looking forward to playing in front of us fans.
I mean, who doesn't miss us, man?
I don't, because I'm always here. I'm telling you, man. It's really good because I've always had this hunch. There's once a Raider, always a Raider, just not tomorrow. Definitely not tomorrow. But I'd love to see number 52 back in the silver and black again in his future, maybe a little Charles Woodson-esque.
I think it could happen. I think, honestly, it could happen. Later down the road, maybe, we could see number 52.
Or next week. Maybe he stinks it up and we throw a first-round pick at him again, and they bite on it.
He's going to have to ask Denzel Perriman for that number 52, though.
Oh, you got to give it up.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give it up.
Here you go, man.
There's too many jerseys out there already.
Oh,
I still got one in the closet somewhere. It's tucked way back in there. So, again, we were talking about Josh Jacobs. Before I got off track, a second point, this could be a time now, we saw it in 2018, where Josh Jacobs completely went off against the Bears, right? We've struggled through 4 weeks with the run game. Absolutely struggled. We get small glimpses when our ball carrier's in the open field. Anybody, Peyton Barber, Josh Jacobs obviously is a beast. I mean, he gets the tackler one-on-one. He's making moves. He looks nimble, even though he's coming off an injury, which he practiced in full twice. I guess I could have added that to the injury report because that's big for us. Practice in full the last 2 practices. So is this a time in a week where we can kind of flip the script in our run game and get back to maybe a 3-touchdown Josh Jacobs again?
I'm hoping so, man. Like you said before, man, our run game has been struggling these first 3 weeks of the season. Against the Chargers, when his first game back, this dude didn't really do nothing, but they utilized him in the passing game, which was kind of good to see. But I'm expecting Josh Jacobs in this game to have that little chip on the shoulder, especially being that pick that we gave up or that we got for Khalil Mack. I think he's going to go out there and want to show out, especially in front of the Raider Nation. And in, the first week of the season, he had about, two touchdowns in that game?
Yeah.
And then he was out for the next 2 games. So I think coming into this game in Las Vegas in front of the Raider Nation, I think he's going to want to go out there and show out. So I'm expecting a solid game from him. I'm not going to say he's going to go out there and score 3 touchdowns like he did the first time we
But at least he's mostly healthy, right? He's not going to be he's never going to be 100%, let's be honest. He's never going to be 100%, but he's 90, 85, 90, I would say. If you're practicing at full, he's the dude that, I mean, he's got to dang near have a broken bone to not play.
Who I'm expecting to at least kind of show out is Kenyon Drake, though.
Ooh,
I mean, he hasn't done – I mean, I've been vouching for this guy ever since we picked him up in free agency, but he hasn't really shown me a lot. But maybe with Josh Jacobs out there,
really mix it up.
Yeah, it should definitely help him out, hopefully. I'm just hoping that he could go out there and show us why he was worth that 2-year, $11 million.
Yeah. Even though Khalil Mack's not the Khalil Mack that we remember from a couple years ago, he's still going to be a dominant force. And I think that's where we just attack him no matter what, out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Whether it's running in their face or just moving all over the backfield. We got to spread that defensive line out and not let them just focus in and zero in on quarterback Derek Carr, because he has a carousel of offensive linemen right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's getting ugly.
Oh, yeah.
The offensive line has probably been, maybe the most underwhelming position so far this season.
And it's crazy because a lot of analysts were, really doubting our offensive line. And us Raider fans was out here saying, we still have a good offensive line. And in the first 4 weeks, they've been struggling a bit, man, especially our rookie, man. Our rookie, Alex Leatherwood, has been kind of underwhelming for me. But hopefully, I heard that they're switching things up. And hopefully that does help us in tomorrow's game.
There could be a chance that he's playing right guard. I mean,
that's what I heard, that they're going to move him at guard and probably put Parker on the outside.
They practiced him like that. Does it happen? I don't know. I think it could.
It should.
I'm going to be about 80% leaning towards Leatherwood at right guard. And I'm not going to be mad about it because he's still been good in the run game.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to do as a guard. He's a big guard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so was Clutchio Simile. We've had big guards. Tom Cable loves his big offensive lineman. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Andre James is a big center.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that's not a good example because he's been struggling a little bit too. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just time, I think, for this offensive line to start meshing a little bit more. Pre-snap penalties, I felt like it's declined a little bit, but we just need to keep them down. We need to keep working on that because that's the dumb stuff that you can't do. Like I get getting blown up, I get giving up 3 or 4 sacks, but giving up 3 or 4 sacks is one thing because you're at least giving the offense a chance to make a play. Yeah, having that play blow up before it even happens it's
frustrating.
That's bad.
And Leatherwood has been known to do that so far this season, and he's been one guy. I'm still optimistic for Alex Leatherwood. But what I've seen so far in these first 4 weeks have been really, really underwhelming. But I'm hoping that he, cleans it up tomorrow. I mean, he's going to play at the guard position, and I can't really fault him because he is playing against, elite edge rushers out there. He played against T.J. Watt, Joey Bosa, and then going into this week's matchup, you got Khalil Mack on one side, Robert Quinn on the other side. I'm pretty sure that they wanted to move him in so he doesn't get exposed out there. I mean, Brandon Parker was okay last season. I'm not going to say he was that bad, but he was an okay tackle for us when he had to fill in for our guys when they were injured.
Absolutely. I want to shout out Josh Murphy in the chat. I appreciate the donation. Good to see the fellas live from the new spot.
Shout out Josh.
Let's whip the Bears on Sunday.
Let's do it, man.
That's the highlight right there. We love the new spot. We love coming in here in a fresh new sports bar where you get, a little bit of everything. But one thing you're definitely going to get on Sundays at 105, right? 105?
I believe so.
Sure. We're going to go to 105 tomorrow. We're going to get some Raiders action. We're going to get some silver and black in here, and it's going to be amazing. Where's the likes at, Vince? I see you in there. Smash that like button. Give us some thumbs up. Share. Keep dropping in the chat. I want to hear some topics. We're going to keep talking about some stuff, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm seeing in there Trayvon Mullen, minimum 3 games. Yes, I think a minimum is probably good for him. I whenever Richie Incognito gets placed on the short-term IR, I'm like, minimum 3 games? Probably not. I'm going to look at probably like half the season. That was my minimum. Right, which is okay. Let him heal up. You know what I mean? Just because of last year is one thing, but we really just don't want to repeat. And his injury is all attached basically to the same muscle. So whatever he has going on down there in his lower leg has obviously been bugging him.
If we could get him for the back half of the season, it would definitely help us out, man. I mean, our team is used to really starting off strong and then kind of falling off at the end of the season. Yeah. Hopefully we get him for that back half. I mean, hopefully sooner, but he could definitely help out our offensive line that's been struggling.
Put him at center.
Put him at center. I know.
Why not?
Hey, people say,
Andre James was a tackle in college. Move him out to tackle. Maybe if he remembers how to play.
We still got Nick Martin. So
and Nick Martin.
He's been a starter in the league for quite a while. So
I wonder if he got any snaps with the first team offensive line this week.
I think so, man. You got to keep your options open, man. Nick Martin was brought in for a reason, and
it's Murph. Josh Murphy. How did I not know that? What's up, Murph?
For us?
What's up? I love it. Shout out to Murph.
He's using his burner account.
Tighter rated. Cody, Oos, all love and respect.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man.
Yeah, my Uzi.
Telling
you. Amik Robertson starting cornerback. Let's talk about that. Okay, that's a good topic.
Yeah.
Who was that? Chris. We talked about it a little bit already, but Amik is a dude that has that go-get-him mentality. He has that dog mentality. He wants to get out there. He wants to fight. He wants to prove himself. That's all he talks about. He's not the guy that doesn't get the playing time he feels like he deserves and takes down the team. Oh, man, I need to be out there, man. No, it's more of a go ahead, just let me get my shot, and we're going to make this thing happen. So I'm pretty pumped on Amik Robertson. And I'm also glad he's number 21 and not 41 because that was ugly.
I know, but that's a big number to carry, man. If you want to rock that 2-1, he's got to go out there and show it. And for these next 3 weeks, if he's going to be opposite of Casey Hayward, we're going to expect him to be a shutdown corner out there, man.
Yeah. Jalen Richard playing this week. Hope he's up to the job. Did you see his hair this week?
I didn't.
Dude, it is
crazy,
wild. It is. Out? I mean, it looked like. I mean, obviously, it was like helmet hair, right? But he's got it grown out, man. Like it looked like a little electricity hit him or something. It just, poof.
Probably the electricity over there at SoFi Stadium.
When we had the rain delay.
The rain delay?
In
an indoor stadium?
In a dome.
How'd that happen?
We're sitting there, right? And obviously you were there.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there at our seats, and I hear over the intercom, if you guys can please step out of your seats for a minute and get yourself undercover until the rain goes away. I'm like,
I think we're undercover, you know?
we're literally inside. Like, that's what we did walking through the door. We got undercover.
I think they were expecting the rain to come around, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like, little side action, huh? Real windy, come through the doors. I get it.
But it's okay.
Tidal Raider, I'll see you in Vegas for the Chiefs game. Yes, that's going to be a big turnout for Raider Nation.
Yeah.
That's always, that's on the checklist, right? There's a few games. Even the Bears was there. So obviously opening up, every Raider fan, you get the schedule. The only thing you're looking at, if you attend games, obviously, is you're looking at what games you're going to go to. And if you're going to Vegas, home opener, always.
Yep.
I think, honestly, this Bears game is kind of part of that checklist.
Just Khalil Mack.
I mean, just because. I mean, it's the Bears coming to town. The Chiefs. And then we're looking at 2 division games at the end of the season.
Divisional games are always going to be
huge.
Those games to look out for.
Dude, huge. I mean, we got a lot of good action going on here in Las Vegas. And obviously, make sure if you guys are coming to any of those games, we're here, just like what we're doing now. Live, 5 o'clock. My guy Samoan Raider is going to be joining me many more weeks, hopefully.
You already know. We're going to hold it down over here at Sahara.
I love it. And hopefully soon. We got about 10 to 12 minutes. I'm getting a little hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
What? They got some pretty good food here, man. I'm trying to pick off plates. We got John, the VP of the Black Hole over here, and we've been picking off his calamari. I've been picking off his plate. He's like, you want anything? I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get a meal here in just a little bit.
Taste test everybody's plates.
I'm hungry. It's just like a tease. You know what I mean? I just want to know what we're working with here exactly. So I'll be there October 24th. We'll be here October 24th. That Raiders fan. What a name. You're that Raiders fan. Not that guy. You're that Raiders fan. So since we're talking about injuries a little bit.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the game tomorrow.
Okay.
Trent Brown goes to IR.
Who?
Cares?
Who? I thought I used that on you. Trent who?
Oh, man. There we go. Raiders Fan Radio again. Appreciate the donation. Raiders Fan Radio coming through too generous. Try this again. Y'all are killing it. Tell me about the secondary. Amik and Hobbs getting workouts. This is the number one topic easily.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a couple times, but I'm telling you, to me, it's gonna come down to Hobbs now, because he's that guy that is gonna get a lot of work everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised. Obviously, he's gonna be playing slot, but if we go to like a 2 cornerback set, depending on what's going on with Amik, we can see Hobbs on the field all the time.
Oh yeah, with Casey.
Yeah, and then just move inside. Bring Amik in there. I think even though that he's a slot corner, I think he gets more reps than just about everybody but Casey.
Yeah. You know
or the same.
I'm really looking forward to seeing in that secondary. My boy Trayvon Merritt. They haven't been testing him on dude a lot, throughout the first 4 games. And one thing that I took away from last game, I know we gave him some big runs here and there, was he was able to get tackles in the open field. Something that Eric couldn't do.
Yeah.
Something that Dallin Levitt couldn't do,
So it was him. So he stood out with the tackles.
Yeah.
I'm glad he made that. Him and Hobbs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he almost got hurt on one of them. Oh. But the way they can wrap up.
Though. He did go down for a bit.
Strong hands. I mean, they can just wrap them up. They're not afraid to get in there.
Yeah, that's something different that I've noticed. We're not giving up those big runs, those big touchdown runs. I mean, we're at least tackling in the open space. So that was one thing I seen from Trayvon Merrick. Hopefully they test him, and hopefully Merrick can come away with an interception sometime soon, man.
There we go. Shout out to John in the chat. Of course, we mentioned that he's here earlier. Recommends the food here at Chickie's and Pete's. I hope so too, man. Like I said, I've been picking off the plates, and I'm ready for a meal. I'll let you know if I recommend it or not too. Trent Brown has played 7 snaps this season. So, guys, you got to understand. We were talking about it earlier. Ingrown hairs are really painful. Those are hard to play through. He has ingrown hair on the back of his neck. That's why he's on injured reserve. Yeah, we're talking about it.
He got hair?
Yeah, somewhere. It's probably stuck to his fruit by the foot. Oh, man.
It's on his neck and his back.
We need to get after the rookie quarterback. That's actually one of the topics I want to talk about, because it's unfortunate. I hate playing guys like this because I love Justin Fields. Him coming out. He's one of those, it was like a Deshaun Watson coming out, right? Not the top prospect, but I knew he'd be somewhere in the first round. But his competitiveness in college, that's what separates these guys.
Yeah.
Like Justin Fields was that guy that, went out there, he was injured, he was hurt, he's playing in championship games, just going balls on the wall.
Yeah. And hey, he's a dual threat quarterback. So, we played a couple of those in the first couple of weeks. We had Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert could run here and there. But, he's a guy that if nothing's open, he's going to run. So we got to put some pressure on him. And I've said it in my pregame preview, is that we need to apply pressure on this rookie quarterback. He's going to make rookie mistakes. So let's force him into making those rookie mistakes.
We're a top 2 team in pressures, top 3 team?
Yeah, man.
We're up there.
Max, yeah.
Mad Max.
Yannick.
It's time for Yannick to get in there and actually, really, don't get me wrong. I think just being like a little bit of complimentary to his tag teammate Max is good, but not good enough.
Yeah, he still.
You want to really see it on the stat sheet.
Yeah, I don't think does he have a sack this season?
I don't know if he does. Maybe one.
Maybe okay.
Somewhere in there, like a half sack. Maybe. I think he's been in the mix.
He's always getting there, but just not.
Yeah. Amik has a swag back. A lot of Amik Robertson in the chat.
Okay.
I mean, don't blame him. It's a hot topic.
I mean, you talked to him, you know.
I did.
I remember that.
First interview.
Yeah.
Let me. Where's my? I gotta toot my. Where's my own horn? I gotta toot it.
Hey,
that was a good interview. I need to start replaying some of those because I was thinking about it was actually something with Max.
Yeah.
We're talking about stuff with Max and like his sobriety and everything going on.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you need to almost dig out of the archives because I interviewed him after he got drafted.
Yeah.
And to see the way these guys mature is almost absurd. I mean, obviously Amik is going into his second year, so you're not going to see, a huge difference with him. Mm-hmm. But even with Max, the way he's coming along as a team leader, that's exactly what you're looking for in guys like that. Obviously, we're looking at 52 on the other side of the ball. That was the guy that we were missing. He got replaced by 98 right now.
Basically.
I'm taking 98 over 52 any snap of this season.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. 98 has been he's been that guy that we all expected number 99 to be, And 99 hasn't really done much. I mean, I'm still optimistic with what he can do. I'm talking about Clee. But later on in the draft, who would have thought that Mad Max would have been our number one guy, edge rusher, that leader. And he's shown it these first couple of games, man. In the huddle, on the sidelines, and even on the field when we need to make plays, he's going out there and making plays, whether he's getting sacks or even just pressuring the quarterback.
Yeah. A lot of people are getting on Mayock for his early draft picks, like talking about Clee, which I get it.
I
get it. But then whenever you go out and you land guys like Max and probably the best slot wide receiver in the NFL right now, Hunter Renfrow. Dude.
Hey.
I bought his jersey last year. I'm so glad I did.
I need to get a Hunter Renfrow jersey.
You better buy it soon because I wouldn't be surprised. NFL Shop should be doubling the value of that jersey right now for no reason.
Yeah, it's your favorite science teacher. So I mean, I love seeing that dude on the field, man.
Yeah,
he's not scared. Hey, and last week, man, laying the woods,
dude, safety, all-pro safety.
You know when that play actually happened, I didn't even notice that was him. I thought it was just a safety, and then when they replayed it, I was like, oh, shit.
I had no idea.
That was a punt return. It was a fake punt return, and he went down there and smacked those dudes.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it might have been, whatever the guys, the wings, whatever, I guess the corners on special teams.
Yeah.
I thought one of them kind of just broke out and it just kind of laid it into him. I'm like, oh, that's a good play.
Talk about IQ, man.
Dude, just a football player.
Oh, my gosh.
A football player. Looking at him. I love it. It's so cool seeing, and every time that he has a good week, the first thing that happens is he gets compared side by side to DK Metcalf.
Bro.
So they had DK Metcalf over here looking like Megatron, he's looking all gigantic. And then you'll have little Hunter Renfrow holding the sack of grapes at Clemson. Great.
And it's crazy because those two guys are in the same league.
Dude, you can't even tell who is who really. Oh, yeah. If you look at their stats, you can be able to tell who is supposed to be the dominant wide receiver, who's getting the most snaps.
Oh my God.
I mean, Hunter Renfrow's getting all the opportunity, and I love it. Oh. Jacobs has a $10 million fifth-year option. Worth it. Is it worth it? Raiders Fan Radio. That's what they want to know.
Oh,
Jacobs has a $10 million fifth-year option. Is it worth it?
Damn. I'll say yeah. I'll say we spent the first round on him. I mean, he's been nothing but solid for us in our running game other than the injuries. That's the only thing that I feel like is holding him back here and there. But other than that, when he's on the field and when he's going, he's proven that he could be that guy for us and for years to come and whatnot. And I don't want to let go of him. We spent the first round pick on him.
I know, it's hard.
Another first round pick that we spent for Khalil, that we got from Khalil Mack was the net Wade.
And yep.
That I don't know, man.
I know.
It's kind of tough to kind of stick up for these guys, especially if
it's hard.
They haven't really shown much, but
until it really,
we can only be optimistic, man.
I want to see I just want to see Josh healthy. I think that's what it comes down to
that's
for
the
me.
Main thing, yeah.
He's a dude. He loves being. He has a Raiders tattoo.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about him and Max.
He wants to be a Raider.
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see. We get. I'm hungry.
Oh, what? Oh, shit. We got food.
Oh man. I just lost my train of thought, bro. What do we got here? So we got. Like I said, we're at Chickie's and Pete's Crab House and Sports Bar.
Oh, let's go.
Oh man. Okay.
We get to eat on live.
Let's drag this in here.
Okay.
Let's reach over there and drag that in here. So we got the famous crab fries. I've been hearing about these for weeks, right?
What is this?
So I've known that we're gonna be hosting shows in here. They've been building this place for a while now. It's kind of their. Oh man.
Oh, and they got. Oh, is this the sauce?
And that's the sauce.
Okay.
Oh man.
Mike got getting on action.
Man, I might need a bib. I need a bib. Okay, it's getting crazy in here. Listen.
It's a commercial.
This is a commercial. This is good.
Oh,
It's the seasoning. It's just so good.
hey, it's A1.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. The fries is
Raider Nation.
fries is for real, for real.
You gotta tap in. I could you take this bucket, quadruple it, set it in front of me during the entire game.
And
I'm happy.
For game day, bro.
Ooh.
And then you got whatever this is. Is this muscle or clam?
Oh. What is this? What is this?
I don't even know where to grab from, so I'm gonna stick to the fries right now. But they got a spoon right there, bro.
What's a spoon?
Huh?
I got two of them right here.
Oh.
Let's see. Where is that? You got a spoon in there?
Right here.
You just rip it out.
Oh, it's a fork. Yo, Raider Nation, we out here having a good time, eating some good food, you know what I mean?
Dude, these are fire. Just, you don't need that.
Oh, you don't need that? Okay.
Finger food. Ooh.
These fries is A1 for me, bro. But the sauce.
Robert says, FedEx me some. Al says, my neck and my back.
My neck and my back. Oh. Yeah. Oh, he still got the.
Neck in my back.
Yes, sir.
Man. This is good right here.
I don't know if you need
I need a
plate.
bib.
Oh, you got a napkin?
I got a napkin.
Okay.
Okay.
The utensils over here.
So yeah, what were we talking about?
I don't know. I think the Raiders. The Raiders.
I gotta gather my thoughts here. Eating fries, yeah, muscles. Hey, we're working on it. We're working on the muscles. I'll tell you. All right. So, Raiders fan radio being here, 7.2 Murph. He says, Lord, I'm saving all my calories for Chickies and Pete's. Oh, Raider Cody gave me crap.
Give me crap. Who's that? Oh,
To eat. Yeah. I see how it is. I mean, technically, it kind of did.
He kind of did it.
Kind of did. Brought him to the crabs.
Brought him to the
Oh, man. Oh, hey, this guy just caught me. Robert, hey, you got some sauce on your shirt. I do got some sauce on my shirt. Look at this sauce. That Black Sunday gear.
Let him know.
Always got the sauce on the shirt, man. Whew. I'm telling you, the muscle are fire. Okay. Wash it down with a whistle whiskey. I'm going to need an honest take on the crab. Fries. Crab fries, if I had to rate a French fry, give it a 9 out of 10.
What?
I give it a 9 out of 10. With the sauce, 10 out of 10.
10. It's simple for me. I would say, woo, my neck and my back is that good, you know? Let them know. Let them know. I don't want to get too messy around here,
Neck
but
in my back.
yes, sir.
Telling you.
It's fire. To be honest, it's fire. I love fries though.
I'm gonna need a bowl.
Here, you got a plate right here.
Oh, I got a plate right there. Look at this.
You got the utensils and everything.
Munchie hour with Raider Cody and Samoan Raider.
And this is a what you call that? I forgot what you call that.
I like that. Shout out to that Raiders fan. Represent where you're from, nation. He says Stockton, California. I've seen a lot of different areas earlier in the chat. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you drop your location in the chat. I want to know where you're listening from. Vince says Littleton needs to step it up with those tight ends. Littleton needs to step it up all around anyways. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see the way the defense has turned a bit of a corner, but we got to find a way to be able to still work through these injuries, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it looks good. I'm glad, we have this. We don't have that bad taste in our mouth every time the defense goes out there on the field, but we got to keep it consistent at this point now, and we got to find a way to work through those injuries. That's what Tom Cable's, for the most part, always been really good with, that no matter who's out there on the field, like we saw the last 2 years.
Yeah.
We have like half of our offensive line was Pro Bowlers or more, Pro Bowl caliber, but they were never on the field. We got like one game with all of them on there.
Yeah. Do you think? Oh my bad.
Go.
Do you think it's a bit different this year because there's so many different offensive lines? I mean,
it's just because we completely flipped it. You know what I mean?
The only person returning is Colton Miller and Richie Incognito.
And Colton Miller, I want to give a shout out to Colton Miller just because we're talking about the battle offensive line, but he's one of the only like one of two that haven't given up a sack this season.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, I seen that.
Him and the Chargers tackle.
Oh, okay.
Right tackle, I believe.
I don't know who that tackle is.
I think he was a right tackle, too.
Oh, okay.
Forget his name. I see a 714, 707. Ooh, in Alaska, 907. Shout out to Alaska tuning in live. San Bernardino,
I see
Pomona.
San Bernardino up in the house.
Tucson,
Yes, sir.
Arizona. I see you guys in there. I'm telling you. What's up, man? What's up? Coming in live. What's up, guys? There we go. You got to get the crab fries.
Yes, sir.
We're picking out over here. Raider fans are rolling in
What do you
deep.
call that? Like that those videos of people just eating? A mukbang. We should just have a
mukbang?
mukbang.
We need those microphones that pick up every crisp and crunch. What do they call that?
I don't even know what kind of mic.
We need like eliminate the background noise, turn off all the TVs, and just give you guys everything.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Santa Rosa today. My Southwest flight out of Oakland was canceled today. Flying tomorrow morning out of Santa Rosa. Hope I get there in time. Man, you better call Southwest. I had me some Southwest issues week 1. You better get that rebate. Shout out to Southwest. Shout out to Southwest. Flying Allegiant. Raider Tony in Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Shout out to Tony. Told you, Raider Nation's worldwide. They tune in from everywhere.
They're all over the place, bro.
And Australia's pretty. I mean, they got a pretty big following. I've had a lot of people like Brazil. I hear from. There's even a podcast, like a Brazilian Raider podcast. Yeah, I think I might get their intro. Like, it's so dope. Like, oh, okay.
We got that. Like, a lot of people in Hawaii. Hawaii holds it down.
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand. We got a lot.
Oh, we got the Raiders. Gotta get some Raiders in here.
Raiders.
Yes, there we go. That's what we need.
We got a couple of Raider Nation up in here.
Yeah, we got them in here. We got Florida. We got the 410. El Paso, Texas. ASMR. ASMR. That's what it is. Shout out to Raiders Fan Radio.
Hey,
ASMR, bro.
Hey, Murph, you got to come in over here for our ASMR session over here.
Wait till I get my Renfro jersey, then you can double it. That's what I talked about earlier. Might be a little behind. So, okay. We got to catch back up here. We talked about Trent Brown going on IR because of his ingrown hair. You know what? Let's oh, man.
What are we talking about?
The elephant in the room.
Talking about Chickie?
Yeah, we're talking about Chucky. John Gruden. We got to talk about it. Because unfortunately this got dropped on us. And I was just talking, we walked out front, and that was the first thing I see Rob from Black Sunday. And Rob's like, yeah, what do you think about this thing with John Gruden?
10 years ago?
I'm like, dude, yeah. I'm like, first of all, a long time ago. Second of all, are you really surprised? I mean, yes, is this a shocker? Could anybody have guessed it that knew anything about it? No. But are you surprised that something like this happens? No. If it's not this, it's something else.
Because we're winning right now, they got to bring something up, right?
Got to bring something up. We're 3-1.
It wasn't even working for us.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
10 years ago?
Yeah. Bruce Allen, the Buccaneers' old GM, was, I guess, like, oh man, John Gruden's 3-1. We better drop a bombshell on him right now.
Go find something on John Gruden.
Yeah, they're 808 Hawaii. I see you guys in there. There's Hawaii you're talking about right there. They even got a. What's the gear that they sell there?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's like the owl shield. Aloha?
Oh.
Have you seen that? Or
No,
I guess you read it this way. It's like owl, the owl shield. It says owl in the middle of the shield.
Yeah.
And then oha.
I never
Aloha.
seen that.
Yeah, it's like a whole gear, dude. It's sick. And they sell it obviously in Hawaii. That makes
I
sense.
need to go grab one for sure.
For rocks, yes. Raider Fan Radio does rock. 10 years late, 10 years ago. Why they bring that up, really?
Bro.
Cancel culture, go Chucky. It's one of those things where it's like Raider fans, what are we hoping for here? To not have a complete whole wrench thrown in our plans.
I mean, my biggest question is, how did they get a hold of that email?
I mean, yeah. It's not just how they got a hold of it, because I understand they're doing an investigation. But how did the media just get a hold of it to just dump it out there like that, right? If you're doing an investigation, like that, how do you just pull this email and just be like, we're going to throw it to TMZ?
It's a slow day in news, that's why.
Yeah, it's a slow day of news, but it's always a busy day of news when it's in Raider Nation.
Out of all things, an email from 10 years ago. And they're trying to cancel my boy. So
last year, here's a good point right here. Last year's COVID protocol, hard to find something to poop on us for this year.
And then remember a couple years ago in 2017 when we were 2-0?
Yeah.
And they wanted to make that whole national anthem like a thing,
Yes.
man. It came out of nowhere. And then it started going downhill, man. I'm praying that this doesn't affect the team at all.
Yeah.
They don't cancel John Gruden or not have him go out there and coach. I mean, I hope it just goes away. I mean, the team came forward, already said their apologies and whatnot. John Gruden has said the same thing too. So I mean, hopefully,
I love it.
Hopefully it's not affecting us in any more way, like from tomorrow on. Hopefully it just passes.
Here's our thing is now we need a win so much more than before because it's one. Okay, any other time we go 3-2, not that big a deal. Don't panic. You're above 500.
Yeah.
Well, let's pick it up. Let's get the second half of this season or almost second half of the season and keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Now, if you lose, I can see it within an hour after we lost.
It's because of John Gruden.
Yeah, John Gruden lost the locker room. That's going to be the first thing that's said that would be said if we lost, but it's not going to happen. But that's why it's so much bigger.
We're just going to win, baby. That's all we're going to do.
Erica wants you to get closer to the mic. Erica said it, not me.
Erica, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? You remember the commercial?
So just when Wendy, one email out of 600,000 got leaked to the Washington Post just before that guy was getting voted back in the NFLPA. He did actually by himself now, even though I guess he's still leaving and the chief of the NFLPA.
Yeah.
They've already made a new agreement to let him oversee his replacement.
That's crazy.
Like he kind of has a job still. Independently Blind said, "Good show, fellas."
Hey.
He keeps saying,
That's
hire
not-
Samoan.
What we
Hire Samoans. Mike's is too low.
Wait,
Fire.
what?
You just need to start yelling.
Bro,
Yell at them.
I'm closer than Mike than Cody to his mic. Right
They
now.
want
Can
you to
hear me?
yell at them.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Ray. Not at the shield.
They
man. Shout
said,
out to-
my neck and my mic.
Okay. I see
All
how it
right.
is, guys.
All right.
Testing.
I love it. I want our O-line to look better than a high school team this next week.
Oh my gosh.
Or next game, especially the first half. That's the thing is we just got to get off to a better start. We've had it all year. It's really cool seeing a comeback team. We had that in 2016.
Yeah.
We couldn't ever just go out there and dominate a game. All of our games came with close wins.
Always. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now it's to the point to where we got to flip that around. We got to come out hot.
Yeah.
We got to come out, just throw a bomb. That's what I want. I wanted to see that yesterday. Shout out to Alexander DeLeon. Bones, if you guys follow Bones on Twitter. We're hanging out at the tailgate of the Charger game, and he asked me, he's like, we got to get a win. I was like, yeah, we got to get a win. He's all, we not only need to get a win, first play of the game, go deep to Ruggs, over Derwin James. I don't care. Set the tone. And we should have.
We should have. But I feel like our offensive line didn't give him
I know. He didn't.
any chance. But then
I know.
the play calling as well wasn't even that good. So, I mean, going into this game, we got to start off strong. Definitely, man. We
Yeah.
almost came back in that game, which is kind of crazy.
Which is crazy.
We came within one score.
Yeah.
Down 21-0 at halftime. We still came close to winning that game.
Unfortunately, we can't expect Derek Carr to have that phenomenal second half to come
Yeah.
back and win it.
True.
But we were literally about 2 throws away, mainly the deep overthrow.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he had some pressure. It was a tough throw. He was there. There was Henry Ruggs running the deep route,
I seen that.
right? And he kind of broke it towards the sideline a little much. And I'm not saying it's on Henry Ruggs because that's probably just what he's reading on the defense.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
trying to pick up that catch. Derek's trying to lead him in the end zone.
Yeah.
So they're just a hair off different pages. And we saw that early on the week before, right? The first play of the game or second play, the first drive, we
Yeah.
went 3 and out. Somewhere in that first drive, maybe it was third down, big miscommunication. A lot of John Gruden's offense is option routes, choice routes, you know, especially Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow and Derek Carr, before
Yeah.
the snap, probably have no idea exactly what route they're going to run. Well, probably close,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it gets adjusted mid-play.
And the only thing about Hunter Renfro's routes, it just takes time though, and you got to give Derek
Yeah.
Carr that time. Like last
Dude,
week-
he's cooking guys with the. He's like
Bro.
going out, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna cut out, I'm gonna go back up, and now I'm gonna juke back inside. And he's just cooking everybody. It's like,
he was catching ankles out. I mean,
He
every
was.
single week he's catching ankles
Every
out
week.
against the best cornerbacks in the league, bro.
dude, I'm telling you.
Your favorite science teacher.
Now he's
Hunter
gonna change.
Renfrow.
Yeah, your favorite science teacher. I need to get my insurance adjusted, by the way. So hopefully he does good this season. Need some good rates. Need some good auto rates this
Yeah.
year.
But those are some great routes from Hunter Renfrow, and I think they draw it perfectly. It's just giving Derek Carr some time in the pocket to get the ball out to get Hunter Renfrow, and most of the time it works out, and sometimes it doesn't.
And now we got to change it up a little bit because we actually I talked about it at some point last year.
Yeah.
With it was with David Carr. So David made the point of, especially was it last year or the year before? Year before, there was a big pick that the Chiefs picked up on, and Derek threw almost the same pick both weeks. No, actually no. Sorry, it was a big play. It was like a bunch formation. The wide receiver on the inside runs an out route.
Yeah.
Everybody's cutting upfield. The guy cuts it back up inside, hoping the safety follows everybody,
Yeah.
and he cuts across the middle, catches an open ball.
Yeah.
Right there. Wide receiver's wide open. Well, then the next week we play the Chiefs, or 2 weeks later, it was really close in the same span. We ran that same play. If you go back and watch all 22, that safety knew exactly what he was going to run because we had success on it once. You see that bunch formation, sees the guy breaking out, breaks in, he jumps the ball. The safety should have never been making that play unless he knew exactly what was going on. this next time that you see Hunter Renfrow run that triple move or whatever he does, right? It looks like a Senior Bowl like tryout one-on-one. Next time he runs that double move or triple move, when he makes that third move needs to not be the same as it was the last two times. He needs to break it to the pylon. He's going to be wide open. Somebody's going to be studying that film the last 2 weeks because it's the most bizarre route you've ever seen. So if you're watching film at any capacity, like us, like zero, we know.
What to expect,
so they got to know. So now,
or change it up, just go for a 1-2 piece, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Not the three.
Not
moves,
the three thing, you know what I mean? But our offensive line's kind of shaky, man. Get open a little quicker.
I know, they're probably going to end up doing 5 moves, you know?
5 moves, he's going to be all over. He's going to zigzag all the way up the field until he finds it open.
Hunter, what are you doing?
Okay, now we're getting all kinds of sports talk in here. Fury versus Wilder, who wins?
Tyson Fury and Wilder? I'm taking Fury in that one.
You think Fury?
I think so. Are you going Wilder?
I mean, it's not fun to agree with you.
Oh, you're agreeing with me. Okay.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not. You say aren't you going for the Giants today?
The Giants?
Are you going for the Giants or the Dodgers?
Oh, I don't watch baseball.
You don't watch baseball? Well, you're watching baseball today.
Okay. I mean, I'll go for the other team. Who's your team?
Oh, yeah? I'm going for the Giants.
Oh, okay, so I'll go for the Giants then, too.
Ah, sucker. All right, yeah, go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Sorry in the chat.
I didn't know they had a game today.
Dodgers for the win. I see you in there, Cali Gonzalez. 408 San Jose in the house. Shout out San Jose.
You got Fury in the... Okay, I see it. I'm going for Fury, man.
What are the chances we score on our first drive?
Oh, man.
We have to. What are the chances we win the football game if we score on our first drive?
I think 100%, right?
Dude, I mean, at this point, with the way we play in the second half?
I don't think we scored at all in the first drive.
We haven't. No, in more than just this season.
It's been
was
three
it
and
Vic?
outs.
It's been. Well, I don't know about this year. It's been 3 and outs a lot, but I think it's been 6 straight games going back to last year that we haven't scored on the first drive of the game.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, we can't be doing that.
But it's crazy because we still pick it up later on. I mean, like, it's always like the second drive we always turn it up. Second, third drive, but never that first drive.
Tailgates were the best part of SoFi. Tailgate was dope. We had a good tailgate at SoFi. Another one.
Oh, tailgate
Blue
was
and
dope,
just
bro.
went windy. We must be a little behind. Let's see. Where's Bones? Oh, Bones is going to be coming through. That's cool. Shout out to Alex. See ya. Everyone's texting. See now, I got people texting me, go Giants.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks,
Like
guys.
that.
I'm going to block your number. Say it again. Say it again.
At least come by over here and watch the game, right?
Yeah, at least come over here, and then we'll talk about it.
Eating some crab fries.
Jacobs runs for 100 yards. Carr passes for 295 touchdowns.
Dang. Who's that?
I'm not going to deny it. I'm here for it. 5 touchdowns. Nick Martin needs to start Sunday.
I mean, I can see that happening.
I can see him if Andre James wasn't necessarily like the biggest of our issues this last week.
No,
the first
he
few
wasn't.
games.
Yeah. Some of his snaps were not that good. But this last game, he was okay. It was at that right side, man. Alex Leatherwood was giving us problems, man. Well, I mean, Joey Bosa was giving us problems early on.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to wrap this live show up here pretty soon. I appreciate my guy, Samoan Raider, stopping through, man, in the new spot, Chickies and Pete's.
Nice, bro.
We got William Hill over here. We're gonna get Samoan Raider. We're gonna throw him over there. And I mean, Chickies and Pete's. I'm telling you, man. You can't
go
not
wrong
eat
with
this
these
food,
fries, bro.
This is probably the main reason I'm wrapping up the live show right now, just because I don't want our food getting cold, and I want to be able to devour it. Like I'm gonna go find a bib, or I'm gonna make a bib,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna go to town with those.
Oh, for real. It's going to be clear by the end of this stream.
I'm telling you, dude. The calories right now.
Just go like that, though.
I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel the taste just running through my veins right now. It's first W of the weekend was this meal. Absolutely. Shout out Chickies and Pete's. Again, every home game weekend come through. There's more options here too. Come through, pick out on your Crab House bar food.
Yeah.
Amazing. You got tacos. You got an amazing pool, a Zillow pool over here. You still got Casbar over there hanging out.
A lot of things
You got
to do out
Zephyrs
here
in the
at
morning.
SAHARA. Oh, yeah.
Brunch.
If you want some tacos, uno mas.
We're gonna have to hit brunch in the morning, man.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you.
Where at?
Me and you. You're buying, right? Thanks,
Yeah.
man. You're buying. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Samoan Raiders buying brunch
Send
tomorrow.
some super
Zephyrs.
chats in, and we could buy some breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the super chats going. Get those super chats going. Leatherface needs to get it together. I forgot about the Leatherface nickname.
Leatherface?
Yeah.
Is that Leatherface?
Yeah. I mean, it was cool at the beginning, but we need him to be like Leatherface, man.
Man.
Let's see. We were patient with Miller. We should be patient with Andre and Leatherwood. I agree.
Okay, so I do want to
Yes.
answer that because a lot of people have been talking about that. Have been saying that, like you see the same thing that happened to Miller. We had to, but the difference with Miller's year in 2017 and our year this year, we have no room for mistakes out there.
No.
If anything happens to Derek Carr because of Alex Leatherwood, then our whole season's done.
Yeah.
That 2017 season, we weren't really fighting for anything. But in 2021, we have a good chance of making it into the postseason. So Alex Leatherwood has got to step up his game if he wants to be that guy on this offensive line. Or we could just sub him out. But I think he's going to be a much better offensive lineman at the guard position.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
I mean,
I do trust Brandon Parker a little bit more right now than Alex Leatherwood. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I'm going to give Colton Miller, the reason we're so patient with Colton Miller mainly, too, is because of his injuries.
Yeah.
Right? He had sprained his knee a bazillion times.
Yeah.
6 games or something like that. So, obviously, Leatherwood had that side injury, too. You never know what he's playing through. Every NFL player, no matter what, is going to be playing through injuries. Even if they're not on the injury report, someone's going to be hurt, and you're going to be waking up. You might not be on the injury report at all. Your neck hurts, your elbow hurts, your ankles hurt, both your knees hurt, your hips hurt.
You're never 100%.
No, you're going to be
When
sore.
the season starts, you're never 100% each and every week. You can just try your best to be out on the field.
What's for dessert?
What's for dessert?
Zeus Martinez asked, what's for dessert? More fries. We're not done yet. We haven't finished our dinner yet to talk about dessert. I'm telling you. They will hold Mad Max. They hold Mad Max every game. Shout out Lou Flores. Yes, they will hold Mad Max. That's a guarantee.
But do you see him complaining about that?
Can we place a bet at William Hill that Mad Max will get held and it won't get called tomorrow? Is that possible to prove?
Oh, you'll win that 100% of the time.
It's possible to prove.
But you know what's funny? He doesn't go out there and complain to the media about it.
Oh, you know who does?
Who?
Cares?
Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa. Ew. Gross.
Oh my gosh, they don't know. They don't know how to win, man.
We'll see him week 18.
I don't. Well,
Not.
Oh.
He's already played half of his quota for the year.
Oh, that is funny. He's probably got like 2 more games left.
The Bosa brothers. They see that's why he had to get out there and talk all that talk because he only gets a few press conferences a year.
Yeah.
He's got to get it going. We got to get our run game going. We got Senor Raider in the house. Yes, we do. Senor Raider.
OG
The
right
black
there.
hole coming through, hanging out. A lot of Raider fans will be rolling in. We're gonna be hanging out here after. Like I said, if you're in Vegas,
come on through,
and you're
man.
watching this on YouTube, you're not doing Vegas right.
What are you doing?
You got to come through here.
Call an Uber.
Enjoy it
Come over
live.
here.
Night before, we're hanging out. This is amazing. Need more crab fries. Help me finish this bucket of crab fries.
Oh, I definitely will.
Ooh. Bosa crybaby. Yeah, it is. So, Raider Nation, this is going to do it, I think, for our live show.
Yeah.
Because my food's getting cold. Again, we're going to talk about it. Appreciate everybody for showing up here. We have audience here of Raider Nation that's live watching us. Shout out to everybody on YouTube that tuned in. Again, SAHARA Las Vegas. We're inside this week of the Chickies and Pete's Crab House and Sports Bar. Amazing.
It's lit in here, bro.
Dude, 50
So many
televisions,
Heck, we
8,200 square feet. You got 2 bar areas.
And we got a TV that's sideways, bro.
That's sideways. So that's okay. If you get tired, you take a nap. You lay down and you go watch the game.
It's nice in here, man. Bro, you could do anything and everything. And we got Black Sunday outside as well, man.
Black Sunday gear always
you
coming in.
already know.
Ooh.
Always got to rock the Black Sunday. But
You got sauce on your shirt too, man.
do I? Hey.
Nah,
I do
gotcha.
got sauce.
Got the sauce.
Greatest
Oh,
running back
yeah.
of all time. Let them know.
Shout out to Lou Later. Go Dodgers.
Okay.
There we go. Good show, Raiders. See you at Allegiant Stadium. Man, you guys better tap in. If you guys still haven't booked your room, make sure you go to RaiderCody.com/Sahara. There you're going to be able to visit a link. You're going to get 20% off your room. You're going to get $50 in resort credit, a 72-hour cancellation. It's a minimum 2-night stay, but who doesn't want to stay 2 nights here with Raider Nation? At least
Exactly.
minimum 2 nights. Stay here a week.
And come join Raider Cody.
Yeah, and you get $50 in resort credit to come here and spend it all on crab fries. $50. That's a lot of fries. So, Raider Nation, appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
And we will see you tomorrow night, post-game, 401, right?
Yes, sir. Just win, baby.
Let's get it, Raider
Let's
Nation.
get it.
We will see you guys in about 24 hours. Peace.